Okay, so we're back. Here's a disassembly of the complete part. Um, you can see here, these are little dividers that have been machined out of here. And then these are the grooves that I was talking about for the strings to travel in. Um, Yeah, so that's, this just bolts through into there. And then on here, you'll see that this comb is cut with a single slot running from end to end here, which is really designed just to catch the head of the cap screw. That slot is cut to that width to catch the head of that cap screw. And then this distance has to be determined by what kind of screws you have available. These are what I had, and you'll see that this distance from here to here, I just did it to catch this unthreaded section here. I tried threading these further down to deal with this problem, but the limitation that I have is that I need a given length for this screw to be able to dial the whole thing down. But these screws, or at least the ones I have available to me right now, are not threaded all the way up. The ones that are threaded all the way up are of a shorter length. So if you have a screw that's available to you that is threaded further up here on the shaft, then you could make this distance shorter. But this is what I've done. This is what I'm using, and it works. So anyway, there you go. So that I'll show you this piece here. This drops into here, of course, and then that puts the as you can see, the head of that cap screw fits in that hole where you can get the tuning key in on it. The purpose of this little slot here is to just, if the string travels through there when it's lowered down quite a bit, then it doesn't catch. So that's the idea. I haven't really gotten around to using them. It doesn't usually go down that low. So anyway, you can see the way the whole structure works. It's pretty simple. It's surprisingly simple. You know how few parts there are. Oh, there's a dog bone there. How few parts there are in this thing, and yet it is pretty efficient. It works quite well. None of it's rocket science. You can see that I have to do a single long cut here for this slot. These slots of this comb are drilled through from the top like this, and then once that's done, I go back in after the fact and machine it out to make a slot. But they start life as just drilled holes through here. This is cut out with a larger end mill. This milled out section here, and then I go down with a smaller diameter end mill just to cut this out. And then this slot, you can see it's cut extra length here to allow for a square end, because these have to go square up into that corner. So you can see why that's cut a little extra length there and there, is just to allow it to sit square in that corner. The other thing that's cut in an odd way is oh, here we go. The end of these screws, you can see I've sanded them to make them a little bit rounded. And the reason why is, if not, they have a tendency to cut the string when you first get the screw. If you don't sand it off, it can have a kind of a cutting edge on there. And especially on the smaller strings, it can cut the string. So I sand them a little bit, and then when they go down in that hole, they don't chop the string off. Yeah, that's that. I think it's pretty straightforward. You know, none of this is rocket science. It's pretty simple stuff. The order in which you proceed starts to become an issue, though. So the next thing I'm going to show you, I think, is just how I square up a block.